Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you from the Europe Hotel School. My name is Alex. With years of experience right in the heart of hotel operations and strategy, I'm genuinely thrilled to be your guide on this learning journey. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most vital topics for your entire career: how to build real, lasting guest loyalty. Okay, let's jump right in. For just a minute, I want you to completely forget about points and discounts. The truth is, genuine loyalty isn't just a transaction. It's an emotional connection. It's about building a bond so strong that when a guest even thinks about coming to your city, they don't just think about a hotel, they think about your hotel. Now that's the gold standard we're all aiming for. So here's our game plan. We're going to break this down into 5 key parts. First, we'll look at why loyalty is the absolute financial bedrock of any hotel. Then, we'll get practical and talk about designing programs that guests actually care about. After that, we'll dive deep into that emotional core of hospitality before seeing how modern tech can actually supercharge the human connection. And finally, we'll talk about the ultimate prize: turn your happiest guests into your biggest fans. So, first things first, let's get one thing straight right from the start. Guest loyalty isn't just some nice to have. In today's hyper-competitive world, it's a core strategic necessity. It's the engine that drives sustainable, long-term success. Just think for a second about the sheer effort and, frankly, the cost to get one single new guest to walk through your doors. You're pouring money into advertising, you're running complex digital marketing campaigns, you're paying hefty commissions to third-party travel sites. The data consistently shows it can cost 5 times more to attract a new customer than to keep an existing one. It's this constant, expensive fight for attention, and the return on that investment is never, ever guaranteed. And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the one hand, you've got this high-cost, high-risk game of chasing new customers. But on the other hand, you have retention. With a returning guest, the hard work's already been done. They already trust you, they know what to expect, they don't need to spend hours scrolling through reviews. For you, the path to their next booking is shorter, it's simpler, and it's so much more profitable. Okay, so we've established why loyalty is so critical. Now let's switch gears and talk about the how. A loyalty program is probably your main tool here. But here's the catch. Its effectiveness is all in the design. A poorly designed program, it isn't just useless. It can actually tick people off and do more harm than good. You know, the best programs, the ones that really, really work, they all have these 3 things in common. First, simplicity. If your guest needs a calculator and a spreadsheet to figure out your point system, you've already lost. It has to be effortless. Second, it has to have real perceived value. The rewards need to feel special and actually make their stay better. And third, transparency. Guests need to see a clear path to earning those benefits. That feeling of, I'm making progress here, that is a huge motivator. And you know what's really fascinating here? The rewards that guests value the most are rarely the most expensive for the hotel. Think about it. A complimentary room upgrade, if you have a better room sitting anyway, costs you basically nothing. But to the guest, it feels like $1 million. Same goes for a late checkout or a priority check-in line. These are just thoughtful gestures that create this outsized feeling of appreciation without really hitting your bottom line. So, this brings us to an absolutely crucial point. A well-designed program is essential, but it's only half the battle. The real, lasting driver of loyalty goes way beyond points and perks. It lives and breathes in the human connection. You know, the very heart and soul of what hospitality is all about. So I want you to just pause and think about this for a second. Think about the best hotel stay you've ever had. What's the one thing that really stands out? Was it the discount you got on the room? I doubt it. Chances are it was a moment where you felt truly seen, recognized, and genuinely cared for as a person. This right here is where the magic happens. Personalized recognition. It's the front desk agent who greets you by name with a warm, genuine smile. It's the hotel that remembers you like an extra pillow and has it waiting for you in your room when you arrive. You know, a simple handwritten note welcoming a guest back can forge a more powerful bond than any amount of reward points ever could. These are the small things that just scream, we remember you, and we are so glad you're back. But here's the thing. All that magic has to be built on a rock-solid foundation of trust. You see, loyalty just cannot exist without consistency. A guest comes back because they trust that their experience will be just as good, if not better, than the last time. One bad interaction can shatter that trust in an instant. Every single person on your team, from the front desk to housekeeping, has to be on the same page, delivering that seamless experience. Every single time. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how on earth do we personalize things for hundreds of guests at a time? Well, that's where modern technology becomes your secret weapon. You have to remember, data isn't here to replace the human touch, it's here to supercharge it. It makes every interaction more informed, more relevant, and way more thoughtful. Let's look at how this actually works. Say your guest data shows that someone is a frequent business traveler. You can use that insight to proactively offer them corporate benefits or an express checkout. Or maybe another guest always books a spa treatment. Sending them a targeted offer for a new massage package feels thoughtful and personal, not like some generic ad. This is how data lets you stop guessing and start anticipating your guests' needs. All right, so this all leads us to the ultimate goal, doesn't it? The final and by far the most powerful stage of this whole journey. When you combine a great rewards program with a genuine emotional connection and smart, data-driven service, something truly amazing happens. Your most loyal guests, they evolve into something more. They become your brand ambassadors. And this chart here really shows you that journey. Someone walks in as a first-time visitor. A good experience brings them back, and they become a repeat guest. A great program and consistent service turn them into a loyal member. But it's that deep emotional connection we've been talking about that makes them take that final leap, transforming them into a true brand ambassador. And believe me, the value of an ambassador is just huge. Their passionate recommendation of friends, family, or colleagues, it carries more weight than any glossy advertisement ever could. It's authentic, it's credible, and it's basically the most powerful form of marketing on the planet. And it's all built on the incredible experience that you provided. So, if you only take one thing away from our discussion today, please let it be this. True, sustainable loyalty is never just about the transaction. It's a relationship. It's built on a foundation of emotion, of trust, and of genuine human recognition. The points, the tiers, the rewards, think of those as just the icing on the cake. They're there to celebrate the relationship, not to create it. So I'm going to leave you with one final question to carry with you. As you move forward in your careers, as you start leading teams and shaping strategies, always ask yourself this. Are we just building a system of transactions here, or are we actually nurturing a community of relationships? Because how you answer that, well, that's going to define your success. Thank you.